everybody, what's up? It's Mewtwo and welcome back to another Poke Plush Living Dex. Today we're not only showing off one brand new Pokemon we're adding to this Dex, but we have a brand new Oshawott to add to the collection too. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, why not hit the like button and follow if you're not following already. Majority of you guys are not following that watch these videos. If you did, that helped me immensely. We are almost to 1,000 followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call it. As soon as we do that, we will be doing a giveaway for a very special Pokemon plush. So please feel free to do that. I would love you guys so much if you did. That's going to be it for me. Let's actually just talk about the plushies that we have. So I promise we have a new Oshawott to our collection, and this is such a banger. If you guys don't know, I am big into Toy Factory and the history of the amusement park plushies they've had in the past. And we get to add another one. It's about the same size as Tepig and the Snivy that we have. That being this lovely dude, the Toy Factory giant size, I say, more like life size Oshawott. There's actually several different varieties that are bigger than this. One with the Jumbo Oshawott. I am not able to find him, and if I did, he is going to be very expensive to get. So for now, we're going to have to do with this little dude. He is so adorable. I say he's little, but he's bigger than majority of the plushies that I have in my collection. He's obviously not as big as the other Oshawotts that I have, because I have all three of the other life-size ones, but I think this one is at least a pretty decent size for me to consider it as a part of the collection. So the first part that I want to point out is he has very nasty stuff inside of him. I might have to restuff him in the future like I did Snivy and Tepig. For now, it's just going to have to do what it is. But this guy is freaking nasty when it comes to the stuff that's inside of him. And also, as well as that, his like actual material that he has picks up hair so easily. And you guys know I have two dogs. It's not a secret. I have two boys, and sometimes they'll come over here and hang out. One of the plushies that I'm actually going to be showing you today actually survived a attack from them, which was very scary considering it was the day after I bought him. Thankfully, he is safe. But this guy, he is just something else. I think he's cute. But Toy Factory, I'm going to be honest, didn't make the best type of Oshawott plushie. I think the Snivy and the Tepig are definitely a lot better in material and quality. Even though it's the same material, they at least look better. But he is honestly my least favorite out of the bunch. Mainly because he does have the weird look. He does have the weird looking smile. Yeah, I do love... it's hard to really explain. Just the nasty stuff, you really killed it for me. I'm glad that the stuffing inside of his nose and right here in his ears are actual good stuffing, but for the most part he just has very nasty sterile stuffing, and I'm just not a big old fan of that. So even though he is a very cute plushie and I am glad that I have him in my collection, he's not going to be my favorite anytime soon. Maybe I get him restuffed, that'd be different. At least this little part's unique to him. Maybe I will add a smaller version of him, because they do have smaller versions. They have pretty good versions of them that I do really want to make a video about in the future. But as what I have, it's pretty decent, I guess. I'm just not a big fan of the nasty stuffing they put in there. I don't know why they did that, and I think all the other ones currently, they do not do that. They do actual stuffing for Toy Factory toys that are modern day. So just a disappointing little thing in there. I feel like it'd be so much better if they had regular stuffing. But what are you going to do? This is a 15? Yeah, 15. Oh my gosh. A 15-year-old plushie. So there's not too much you're going to be able to do to change that. And then next up in the collection is going to be a brand new addition to the Living Dex. I'm super excited to show this little guy off because he is so freaking adorable. This definitely makes this a water type bonanza, that being a bootleg Spiel. I am not a fan of bootleg plushies. I'm going to be honest. I have never really been a big fan of bootleg plushies. There's a few that I really like the Gliscor I have from, I forgot the name of it, Ollie Factory, I believe. But for the most part, a lot of these I've kind of sold off in my collection or just keep in my car because I just don't want to have these in my collection, really. If I ever get a group with Nintendo or Pokemon or anything, I just want to make sure that they see that I am pretty good in getting the official plushies. Plus, they just look better in my opinion. But this guy, he looks as good as any actual plushie in my opinion. He is so freaking cute. He has like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Whatever that sound is, it sounds like, I can't even think of like plastic rubbing up against each other, like a bag, kind of like a paper bag or a plastic bag. That's kind of what it feels like in there. I don't know what it is, but something in that thing. That's okay, I guess. The actual stitching is pretty decent. There's some other ones, but this is also a pre-owned plushie, I will say. So some of the stitching might be out. And as well as that, I talked about the fact that this guy was actually a attack survivor. Ace and Maverick, I guess, got into my room whenever I wasn't here, and they actually grabbed them. I can't really say anything about that because I can't blame them. Most of the toys we give them now, because of the squeakers and everything, it's like, okay, but they end up eating the squeakers. So we usually give them actual, like, Squishmallows that we'll find at thrift stores and stuff like that. So this feels definitely like a Squishmallow. That's another part where I really love it. It does feel like a Squishmallow, but it's not. And I wonder if they got into that and was like, no, I'm gonna eat this now. So they ate it. But it's kind of I can't blame them too much about that, because luckily nothing really got ruined. There was a few nasty spots where they drooled on it, but besides that, I was able to get this guy cleaned. I was already had to clean him once, so after that happened, I had to throw him in for the second time, and we were able to get this boy cleaned. But he is so freaking adorable. The stitching is not bad at all. Like I said, it looks like an official plushie, which it very well might be. There's just no tag that shows off that it is an official plushie, and I just think these like other special stitches right there just kind of make it pretty obvious that he's not. But that being said, he is probably one of the best bootlegs I've seen. He looks very much like an official plushie. He feels so comfy and cuddly, like a Squishmallow, like I said, or the Mochi Mochi plushies. And all in all, I think this is probably like a 10 out of 10 bootleg plushie. Definitely one that I'll keep in my collection. Also, the fact that he's actually a really good size makes me super, super happy. So, of course, we had to add Spiel to our collection. But now I'm going to have to keep him a little further away than I did from the main little area over here. He was on the actual line surrounding the plushies, but now I'm going to have to probably throw him somewhere else to keep him out of distance from Ace and Maverick. But still, super cute. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Question of the day, of course, being, what's your favorite water-type Pokemon? I mean, it's pretty obvious what my favorite water-type Pokemon is, but I do love water types so much. Weasel's another one that comes to mind. A bunch of other ones, which if I got a life-size Weasel, that'd also be really cool in the future. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Adios.